Hi, I'm Joanne from the Full Spectrum Centre Limited, an award-winning wellness and vocational training centre, and you're listening to the Full Spectrum Wellness podcast. This show is all about physical, mental, emotional and spiritual wellness, and it's for people who are looking to improve their overall health and well-being. Each week, I'll share with you all the positive takeaways, tools, techniques and tips that I've gathered in both my personal and professional wellness journey that will help you to look, feel and be well. With a dose of motivation and meditation to keep you going, I'll be joined by a few friends who will be sharing their insights along the way too. Welcome to episode 28 of our Full Spectrum Wellness podcast. I'm so happy and excited to be back here with you for our 28th episode. Today's episode is dedicated to a concept that's both simple and incredibly profound, and that's mindfulness. At its core, mindfulness is about being present, paying attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them, without believing, for example, that there's a right or a wrong way to think or feel in a given moment. It is a basic human ability that we can all cultivate to live a more conscious, healthier life. To start, let's do a simple mindfulness exercise together. Wherever you are, unless you're driving, of course, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and let it out slowly. Notice the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Now open your eyes. That's mindfulness. The benefits of practicing mindfulness daily are numerous, too many to mention really, but it can help reduce stress, enhance performance, gain insight and awareness, and increase our overall physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. To make mindfulness a daily habit, I'd advise that you start small. Just dedicate a few minutes each day to a mindfulness exercise, whether that's deep breathing, a walking meditation, or mindful eating, which we covered in a previous episode. Over time, as you become more comfortable, gradually increase your mindfulness time. Now, you can practice mindfulness on your own, with others through activities like yoga, guided meditation classes, or even just by having a mindful conversation with a friend or loved one. As I mentioned, mindfulness can also be incorporated into daily activities like eating. Eating mindfully involves paying full attention to the experience of eating, noticing the taste, the texture, and the smell of each bite, as well as the feelings of hunger and fullness. It can make eating a much more enjoyable experience, and it helps us to make healthier food choices. One very simple and effective mindfulness exercise is known as the body scan. This involves paying close attention to the different parts of the body, from your toes to your head, and observing without any judgment. It can be done sitting or lying down and typically starts from the feet and ends at the top of the head. One of the easiest ways to incorporate mindfulness into your day is by focusing on your breath. Whether you're waiting for a bus, sitting at your desk, or even watching the TV, you can always turn your attention to your breath, observing its rhythm and flow. There are so many opportunities to practice mindfulness at work too. It could be as simple as focusing on your breath for a few moments before a meeting, or mindfully savouring your lunch instead of rushing through it. Regular mindfulness practice can greatly enhance both your physical, emotional, mental and spiritual well-being, reducing stress, improving focus, enhancing creativity and boosting overall happiness. But remember, mindfulness isn't something that requires extra time in your day. It's a way of being that can be integrated into everything that you do. Now, it's normal, completely normal, for your mind to wander while practicing mindfulness. When you notice this happening, simply acknowledge it and gently bring your attention back into your body or to your breath. With time and practice, you'll find it easier to maintain your focus. Now, a common question our clients ask is, can mindfulness help with anxiety? And the answer is absolutely. Studies have shown that mindfulness can be a very effective tool in managing anxiety. By focusing on the present, mindfulness helps us to break free from the cycle of worry that often accompanies anxiety. Now, emotional health is crucial for overall wellness, and mindfulness helps us to navigate our emotions with more clarity and understanding, and that allows us to better manage our emotional well-being. Mindfulness teaches us to acknowledge our emotions without any judgment, understanding them as a transient state that comes and goes, rather than defining aspects of our identity. And this can reduce emotional reactivity and enhance emotional resilience. Mindfulness can enhance emotional intelligence by fostering self-awareness and empathy. These are key components of emotional intelligence. Emotional health is just as important as physical health, and mindfulness helps us to nurture our emotional well-being, cultivating a happier, healthier life. Now, stress is an inevitable part of life. In fact, a little bit of stress is good for us. However, mindfulness can equip us with the tools to handle stress effectively. When practising regularly, mindfulness can reduce the impact of stress on our physical and mental health. And one of the ways mindfulness helps manage stress is by creating space between ourselves and our reactions. It enables us to respond to stress mindfully rather than reacting impulsively. Mindful breathing is a simple and powerful technique that can help calm your mind and body during stressful moments. By focusing your attention on your breath, you can bring yourself back to the present and away from the stress-inducing thoughts and feelings. Regular mindfulness practice can help decrease the severity of chronic symptoms of stress over time, and it can improve your ability to cope with stress and can even change the way your body responds to it. Remember, everyone experiences stress differently. And so the best mindfulness practices for stress management may vary from person to person, not one size fits all. It's all about finding what works best for you. Now, mindfulness is not just about stress relief, it's also a powerful tool for personal growth and development. By promoting self-awareness, mindfulness allows us to better understand ourselves, our thoughts, emotions, and behaviours, leading to personal growth and transformation. A common mindfulness exercise for personal growth is mindful journaling. This involves writing about your experiences, thoughts, and emotions with a focus on the present moment. It can be a really effective way to enhance self-understanding and personal growth. By fostering self-awareness, mindfulness can help you identify your true goals and aspirations. It can also enhance your focus and determination, which are key to achieving your goals. Mindfulness can boost creativity by promoting a state of open-mindedness and freeing the mind from routine thought patterns. Now, self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a loved one. Mindfulness forms a foundation of self-compassion by fostering self-awareness and an accepting and non-judgmental attitude towards ourselves. When it comes to self-care, mindfulness enhances our understanding of our needs, allowing us to take care of ourselves more effectively. Mindful self-care isn't just about physical care, it's also about caring for our emotional, mental and spiritual well-being. To practice mindful self-care, simply start by paying attention to your needs and feelings in each and every moment. Now, this could be as simple as recognizing when you need a break and allowing yourself to take one. Mindfulness is fundamental to self-compassion. It helps us to become aware of our self-criticism and negative self-talk, allowing us to replace them with kinder and more compassionate inner dialogue. Remember, self-compassion and self-care are not acts of indulgence. They are acts of self-respect. Mindfulness allows us to cultivate both, nurturing our overall well-being in the process. Now, positive thinking is a powerful tool for enhancing our well-being and happiness, and mindfulness supports positive thinking by helping us to become more aware of our thoughts, enabling us to gently steer away from the negativity and towards positivity. One way to encourage positive thinking through mindfulness is a technique called mindful affirmations. Now, this involves consciously and repeatedly saying positive statements to ourselves, therefore influencing our subconscious mind and fostering a positive mindset. By making us aware of our thought patterns, mindfulness can help us to identify and replace negative thoughts with positive ones. It fosters an attitude of acceptance and compassion, which contributes to a more positive outlook on life. Mindfulness can enhance our happiness too by promoting positive thinking and reducing stress and anxiety. It encourages us to live in the present moment, which is often a happier and more peaceful place than our worries about the past or the future. Remember, positive thinking isn't about ignoring life's problems. It's about approaching those challenges in a more positive and productive way. Mindfulness serves as a supportive tool in this journey towards positivity and happiness. Now let's talk about the role of mindfulness in our communication and relationships. Mindful communication, simply put, is about being present and attentive during our interactions with others. It involves active listening, expressing ourselves clearly and responding rather than reacting to others. So here's a mindfulness exercise that can enhance your communication skills. Whenever you're engaged in a conversation, take a moment to truly listen. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Really hear what the other person is saying. Observe their body language, their tone, and the emotions behind their words. This simple act can make your conversations much more meaningful and effective. By practicing mindfulness in our interactions, we become more empathetic, understanding, and patient with others. This can significantly enhance the quality of our relationships, whether they're with partners, friends, or family members. Mindfulness can help us manage our emotions during disagreements, allowing us to respond calmly and thoughtfully. It can also help us to understand the other person's perspective, leading to much more productive conversations and resolutions. Mindfulness isn't limited to our personal lives, it can also be applied to our professional lives and our professional relationships. By being mindful at work, we can improve our focus, productivity, and collaboration skills. Now, believe it or not, mindfulness can positively affect our physical health in several ways. By reducing stress, it can lower blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, and even improve sleep. An important aspect of mindfulness is mindful movement. So practices like yoga, tai chi, and even mindful walking can help us to cultivate a better mind-body connection. And this enhances both our physical and mental health. Now, another common question our clients ask is, can mindfulness help with chronic pain? Yes, indeed. Multiple studies suggest that mindfulness can help manage chronic pain. By focusing on the present, mindfulness helps us to avoid getting trapped in cycles of anxiety and depression that are often associated with chronic pain. And another common question is, can mindfulness improve sleep? And the answer is absolutely. Mindfulness, particularly mindful meditation before bedtime, can help quieten the mind, making it easier to fall asleep and to stay asleep. Remember, just as our minds benefit from mindfulness, our bodies do too. As we nurture our minds, we should also care for our bodies. They are, after all, interconnected. Now, it's inspiring to see how embracing mindfulness can enrich so many areas of our lives. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and remember to be patient with yourself on this journey. Mindfulness allows us to embark on our wellness journey with a clearer mind, a deeper understanding of ourselves, and a greater capacity for growth and transformation. I hope these insights have inspired you to incorporate more mindfulness into your daily life. Remember, the journey to mindfulness is personal and there's no right or wrong way to practice. Until our next episode, stay present, stay mindful, and stay healthy. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. I hope you found the discussion and the tips covered really helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a rating and a review and share it with your friends and family. Pop along to our website at thefullspectrumcentrelimited.com and join our self-care and wellness newsletter club. You'll receive our free 55-page printable self-care guide and workbook. Well, that's all for this episode, but I really look forward to seeing you next week. Take care and bye for now.